in juicer, whatever putting, everything correctly coming, that is called a function. 2-3 mix up also one state coming, apple, banana or something, 3-4 fruits, one mix, that also one function. But you will tell apple I gave, and in apple juice, apple banana shake how together coming? I gave apple shake only order. Together how possible? I gave apple juice order. Here coming mix up juice. I won't accept. So domain one value putting and more than one value getting, that is not a function, that is called a relation. That is called a relation, not a function. Understanding what I am telling? I have only one order, from here more orders I am getting, one I gave order, but more things together coming. This is not a function. This type case you will get relation. Sometime adjusting, no, okay, no problem, I want good relationship with that juicer person, in future maybe will work. So okay, I will maintain relation, okay, I will drink, no problem, no fight, no tension. I gave apple, came mix up juice, I will drink. So that is called a relation. I am maintaining that relation, but that is not a function. That is wrong. I gave apple, coming mixer juice, mix up 3-4 fruits together, then that is not a function. I won't accept. Fight will come. Relation maintaining. Relation maintaining is adjustable. In relation adjustable, let have the relation also damage. Correct. Relation means adjust have to do. So like that, if I want that mixer person, that shop person, my friend, or okay, I want to make my friend, why I have to take tension, pressure, every day I am coming here, okay bro, no problem, give, I will adjust. So he will think, no, next time, okay, he is adjusting, extra I will do good. So relation is strong came. So that is called a relation, but not function. You have remember in 11th class book, one first chapter, function chapter, name is relation and function. Chapter name. Any day understanding why relation putting there? This is relation means every place is same only. Adjust. Either maths or personal life, every places. Maths is personal life. If you will read, no, you read, and every time you match with your personal life, you will see maths means life only. No other different. You can give order apple, banana, guava together one shake, possible. Then this is called a function. You only gave order, so together mix up juice came. I am not giving myself. So this is called a function. But by one, relation only, not function. Okay. So definition, you know how much very easy definition. Just sometime they are giving definition, no? Definition when you will see in book definition of function, what they are writing. Let A and B are two non-empty set. Then there exists a rule they will write. There exists a rule. Suppose by our words 1 to go, I can write there exists a machine. And by that machine, which associates every elements of A and giving unique image in B, that is called a function. And that rule is called a machine. And that rule is called a function. Definition complete. A means domain, B means codomain, and whatever domain I applied, everything we are getting unique in codomain. Means whatever I told, everything correctly coming. Then that is called a function. Okay. So function definition don't mug up hereafter. Just function means machine, no other anything. I can write definition, let A and B are two non-empty set. write from here. Oh, yeah, range function, right? Or range. It's called a range. Range is subset of codomain. Print mistake. This will happen during class. Print mistake, even speak mistake, writing mistake, everything will happen. So carefully, because sometimes I am talking different, writing different. Sometimes talking but not writing. So carefully everything. This will happen. Finished? Again we will see definition of function again, but hereafter we will see by graph representation. Means when you will go in CSIR TEL or IIT JAM, never I saw like that question, but in IIT JEE and all I saw question and all. One time I was I was teaching in IIT JEE's coaching center also. IIT JEE students also I taught more. So that time I was teaching, but I saw that and all useful for our CSIR competitive exam also. IIT JAM, all competition exam are same only. Their levels are more high. No doubt IIT JEE is the world toughest exam. World first toughest. No other countries are taking like that exam. Tough exam. So we can proceed some concept from there also. Even all definition concepts, IIT JEE TEL or IIT JAM TEL or CSIR TEL, we have to read same only. But their questions patterns are very different, questions are very different, number of questions more are there, types mains have, advanced have, like that they are taking exam. So that is too much tough. But no, you see, I must will happen, I know, and must will happen, but little time will take, maybe little 5 years wait, or maximum 10 years. IIT JAM is going to happen main and advanced. IIT JAM mains and IIT JAM advanced, because IIT JEE also before 20 years, when we are in 10 class 11 class, that time just also that time 3 hours exam only and 1 paper only, but can tell day by day competition increasing, they made JEE and advanced, mains and advanced, like that. So I am expecting JAM also more competition increasing day by day. When I started for teaching from 2010 and all, that time I saw JAM exam only just 1000-2000 students are writing. Stats that time 200-300 students only. Now stats went 1000 and JAM went 15,000. Last 10 years can tell. So maybe after 10 years, when 25-30,000 students will write, that time possibility of mains and advanced they will do. IIT JAM also not easy exam, but okay, compared to IIT JEE nothing, but mains and advanced they will do for JAM also. And good only, must need. Competition how much will increase, students fresh will come, full with power. How ghee coming, eating time feeling very good taste, with pongal, with chakra pongal, ghee pod, nalla name means good taste, no, like that. So how much hard work will do, no, that much fresh will come, and that much will students will give contribution to country, and that much our country will increase. Country is increasing by students only, and especially students from IITs. They are making our nation, and we are making our students, and we are sending in IITs. So we also have more contribution for countries. So how much competition will come, that much country will be also fresh, full clear. So I saw that time they will give question 4 option, and 4 option they will give graph, and they will tell which of the following are function of x, which of the following graph are function of y. So by graphically representation we have to catch our function of x or function of y. So first understand, then I will write definition. Don't write anybody anything. you see, I put just 4 graphs, two graphs same only. Whenever graph representation have, that time just you want to tell this graph is function of x, function of y. Function of x means x is domain, y is codomain. Function of y means y is domain, x is equal to codomain. Okay, any notation can be. So just you think what will happen. You take one straight line and just keep in parallel with x axis or parallel with y axis. Okay, suppose I choose parallel with y axis, and here also parallel with y axis. Try to understand what I am telling. Both graph parallel to y axis I kept. You see here, when first graph parallel to y axis I choose, then on graph single cut point have, and on x axis single cut point have. Here on graph two cut point have, on x axis single cut point have. Axis single cut point coming means that is good only, not bad. That will show that domain points. Okay, so suppose this domain points is suppose a, and this is y coordinate only. This y parallel with y axis means y coordinate. So at a, suppose this is anything 1. So at a I am getting a comma 1, means at a single cut point I am getting. Okay, but here you see same at on x axis, suppose this is a, then on curve two cut point I am getting, up above and lower. Suppose this is 1 and this is anything, this is suppose 2 and this is -1. So a comma 2 and a comma -1, correct? So when single cut point, means at single cut point I am getting on curve, that is called a function. Just now I told, you are giving only apple juice order and getting banana shake and tutu shake you are getting. That is relation, not a function. So at a, at single domain point, you are getting two cut point on curve, then that is not possible. That is not a function. And which type of not a function? That is not a function of x, because here domain cut I am choosing x only. So this is not a function of x, but this is function of x. Means at single domain point, single cut point going on curve, then that is called a function. But same graph you see down also have. I am telling this is not function of x, but this is function of y. Then I will change our domain. You see, now I am choosing my straight line parallel with x axis. That time I choose parallel with y axis. Now parallel with x axis. And what is parallel choosing? Just opposite will be the domain. So here our domain will be y axis. Means at single domain point, just you think here this is a and this is suppose 1, single domain point, single cut point you are getting. So now this is a function of y. But here you see same y axis will be domain parallel with y x axis when I straight line I choose. But here also suppose this is a and this is suppose 1 and this is -1, then on curve two cut point I am getting a1 and a -1. So this is not a function, two cut point I am getting here and here. This is not a function, and not function, which type of not function? This is not function of y. This is not a function of y. This is function of x. Sorry, function of y. And same graph above also have, no? You see, this is not function of x, but function of y. Anyhow, that is a function. We have to find function of y or not, function of x or not. Here same graph, here I am writing this is a function, but this is not a function. But not a function, which not function? This is not a function of x, but this is a function of y. Here I am writing this is function of x, but down I am writing this is not a function of y. This is function of x. So this is the graphically representation concept. Any graph given have just one straight line choose parallel with domain opposite. Suppose x-axis parallel choosing means y-axis codomain. Y-axis parallel I am choosing x-axis parallel with x-axis y-axis domain. Parallel with y-axis x-axis domain. Means our straight line which axis cut going, that is domain. This thing either parallel with anything. Parallel with x-axis means y will cut. Parallel with y-axis means x will cut, like that. Okay, wait, don't write, wait 1 minute. Suppose I will give this graph. I will give this is function, not function. What not? Not function of x or not function of y, or both, means neither function of x nor function of y, correct? Correct. Not possible. If I will choose parallel with x-axis, then by this domain 2 cut point I am getting. If I will choose parallel with this, then by this domain 2 I am point getting. So this is neither function of x and nor function of y. You want, we can write x square plus y square is equal to anything radius. I can write this is function of x comma y, that is different. But this is not a function. No problem. Wait, the definition I will write, then you write. That okay. Okay, right everybody.